token I received as a young Marine in Vietnam. Mr. President, we actually have someone that, and before we ask his question, I wanted to read this to the crowd. He had actually written a letter to you after you'd been shot in Pennsylvania. Dear President Trump, watching you during the Butler rally and you getting back up, both my wife and I gave a sigh of relief as well as a few tears. I would be honored if you would accept this small token I received as a young Marine in Vietnam. My wife and I both thought it appropriate. God bless you, your family, and the United States of America. Sincerely, Dwight. Dwight, where are you at?
Thank you. Whoa. It's like a check. It's a check, it's cash.
For those of you who may not know, Dwight had given President Trump his Purple Heart.
That's right. That's right. I couldn't think anybody more deserving of a Purple Heart. You took it, you laid down there, you got back up, and the first words out of your mind was fight, fight, fight. You didn't even have anything to shoot back at. You got guts.
He doesn't do this, but he's better than anybody as far as I'm concerned.
Nah, I'm hardly better than you on this thing. You're great at this, and I wanted to thank you. I know that most of you all watched the president on that day and was very fearful that something terrible happened when he went down on the ground. But it was such a relief. Our hearts were so filled with joy because we saw what happened. And it was a minor wound, but it was close to being a terrible. We were relieved.
I said, how does it, why is there so much blood to the back of it, bleeding like crazy? This is a little fact, some of you might have heard this, but you get hit in the ear, and it bleeds more than any other part of the body. So I didn't want to be hit that way. I don't want to be hit that way. This way. If I didn't make the turn, I would have been hit the other way. That's no good. That would not have been too good. But it is true, and I got very lucky. And maybe it wasn't so much luck. Maybe there's something else, right? Maybe there's something else up there. But that's great. Thank you.
You also took the time out to write me a beautiful letter and gave me a challenge back. So I never expected that from the President of the United States. Thank you
It
very
was a
much.
great honor, and I remember it very well.
Yes, I did.
Thank you.
I served as a Marine in Vietnam, proudly served as a Marine in Vietnam. And thank you very much. There were quite a few that did. When I came back from the service and stuff like that, we didn't get quite the greatest greeting, but a lot of the veterans nowadays are homeless. So 7% were homeless before Biden and the
That's true.
Now there's 14%.
I agree with it. That's
I
true.
would like to know what you're going to do to prevent this.
They are
Get much
homeless.
larger. And also kicking these illegal aliens out of the freaking hotels and providing them money before we do it in our homes. That's so interesting.
So, one of the things that most angers me about this is the 21 million people plus. You know, they say it's 10, it's 12, whether it is or not, it's much more than that. It's 21 million, and it's probably the gotaways and everything around there. But one of the things that most angers me.
Why do they really hate immigrant that much? This country is built on immigrant. If it's if there's no immigrant in the United States, there's a lot of job American won't do it. So why do they have a problem by people coming to the United States? Why all of them keep talking about if President Trump is elected for a second time as the president of the United States, his main goal is to send everybody back to their country. But I don't believe he can send everybody back to their country. He might try to send the people who live in the country illegally. That he probably be able to send out. But after that, if somebody in the country, you already have a green card or you got something on paper, a legal paper, they cannot just throw you out just that way. Believe me, he could say much he want, but he cannot do it if somebody here in the country legally. But they should remember that this country cannot go anywhere without the immigrant. So therefore, he could say whatever he want. I mean, I don't know why they hate immigrants so much. There's a lot of job immigrant does it. They're not going to do it. So let's listen to it, guys. It's the BS anyway.
Because we have no choice. It's not sustainable by any country. We have done things that are so stupid. Like, as an example, I consider to be this important, but it's very important still because it's a way of life. Men playing in women's sports, okay? Who wants that? And who wants open borders? Because open borders is so, you say, how does a thing like that happen? All of these policies we're going to be changing, and we have now somebody running as a radical left person, you know, more left.
Et on se bagay nou vle di et nou pense se pa paske sepman se ansyen prezident Ameriken Donald Trump sepman ki paremen imigran nan peyi aux Etats-Unis, nou pense anpil Ameriken yo gale pa vle imigran nan peyi ya, men peyi aux Etats-Unis pou l'marché se imigran ki pou fè l'marché paske gen travay imigran yo ap fè isi, étranger yo menm ki nan peyi ya, yo pa fèl. Et puis, une deuxième fois, nous veut faire tout le monde connaît. Tout le monde qui vit dans le pays aux États-Unis, tous ces immigrants, c'est mon venus pour nous tous. Même on a fait aux États-Unis, mes parents, grands-parents sont immigrants. Ça, tout le monde est capable de comprendre, c'est J.D. Vance. I'm sorry, Jody Vance. He's the vice president for former President Donald Trump, or he's a running mate for former President Donald Trump. They all keep talking crappy. Anyway. Nonsense, people.
I believe, as sure as I'm standing here today,
the lowest approval rating of any president ever. But some people now seem to be
It's going to disappear one day. It's like a miracle. It will disappear.
but behind closed doors. Trump admitted he knew COVID was deadly.
This is deadly.
The National Security Council's pandemic response team.
To the American people remains very low. A lot of people think that goes away in April with the heat. It's going to disappear one day. It's like a miracle. It will disappear.
But behind closed doors, Trump admitted he knew COVID was deadly.
This is deadly. To the American people remains very low. A lot of people think that goes away in April with the heat. It's going to disappear one day. It's like a miracle. It will disappear.
But behind closed doors, Trump admitted he knew